Before you start any practice session with Master, and anytime you're in a new place, someplace distracting or kind of scary, or there's new stuff going on inside, I want you to warm up for a few minutes. It's gonna be pretty easy. We just want his attention. We want him engaged with us. So as usual, I'm gonna have him drag a leash around. I'm gonna try not to use it though, because the goal of this exercise is for him to voluntarily come to us. I want to use food or toys, but I find that he thinks food's a lot more valuable than toys are. But I don't necessarily want him to see the food I have, because I want him just listening to me and then knowing that a reward's going to come to him regardless of whether he sees a treat pouch or a treat bag on me or not. So I've got treats in my pocket. So all we're going to do is we're going to work on his name and having him respond to his name. Nope. And telling him that he's correct when he responds to his name, and then rewarding him. So all it's going to look like is this. Oh, right here. Master. Yes. All it is. I want to say his name. What I want him to do when I say his name is to turn and look at me. When he turns and looks at me, I'm going to tell him yes, which means that a treat is coming his way. So do a couple repetitions of that, maybe 2 or 3. I want him a little bit distracted at first, so I'd like to kind of get him not staring at me, doing his own thing, or at least a little bit away from me. Master, yes. So I'll hang out for a few seconds and see if I can catch him when he looks away from me, and that's when I'll ask for his name again. And that's a good way to build his ability to look at distractions and look away from them. Well, he's pretty focused on me, which is awesome. When you're doing this, when you get better at it and more confident with it, you can throw in little challenges like somebody knocking on the door, walking inside, playing loud noises, dropping toys around, and practice the same thing and build his skills at turning his attention from something else onto you. Now, there's a few pretty important things that I want you to notice that I'm doing with him each time I do this. I want to be really interesting, so I don't want to just go, Master, yes, and give him a treat. That's pretty boring. I want a lot of engagement from him when I'm warming up and when I'm doing this. And so a few different ways that I can do that is I can add motion, and I can give him multiple rewards in a row. So I'm not going to give him a whole handful of treats. What I'm going to do is after I tell him that he's correct, after I tell him yes, I'm going to back up, give him a treat, take another step back, give him a treat while I'm moving, maybe take another step back, give him another treat, so that he knows that if he stays with me and he sticks with me and follows me, there's going to be stuff in it for him. I'm pretty interesting, I'm pretty exciting. Master, yes. Just like that. And when I have his focus, then we can start to work. Good boy. Master, yes. If he keeps his focus on me, I can periodically tell him, good, and bring a treat to him. A little more boring, but I'm just rewarding him for his sustained focus. What I really want to work on is him understanding that his name is a cue for paying attention, right? If I say his name, you should look at me, something's probably going to happen. Might have a little bit of a training session, or I might just want his attention for a minute off of something else. Master, yes. You'll want to mix up the amount of treats that you use so he doesn't get stuck in the cycle of anytime they ask for my attention, I get 3 treats and they're done. Sometimes I'll give 1, sometimes I'll give 5. And that'll keep him on his toes and keep him really focused because he never knows if another one's going to come or not. Master,